Hello dear students, this is me Bharti and today again we are going to continue with the topic coordinate geometry. In the last session we have studied problem set 5 in which we have studied up to question number 7. Okay, today we are going to start with question number 8 onwards. Okay, so without wasting our time, let us start with question number 8. Now this question number 8 consists of 3 sub questions in it. So let us start. So, in the following examples, can the segment joining the given points form a triangle? If a triangle is formed, state the type of the triangle considering the sides of the triangle. Okay. So first one they have given coordinates are L 6 4, M -5 -3, N -6 8. Okay. Now first of all what we'll do, we'll suppose the coordinates of L, M and N as x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Okay, so I'll write it down here. Let L is equal to, or I'll write down L 6 4 is equal to x1, y1, M -5 -3 is equal to x2, y2, N -6 8 is equal to x3, y3. Okay, now by using distance formula, now you very well know what is the distance formula. So the distance formula for LM, first of all we'll find out. LM is equal to under root of, now you can see the coordinates of L and M. Okay, so we'll do here as x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Now we'll put the values in this, that is equal to under root of, so what is x2? x2 is -5 minus x1 is 6 bracket square plus y2. What is y2? y2 is -3 plus, sorry, -6 bracket square. This will give you under root of -11 bracket square plus -9 bracket square. Okay, so sorry, here it's 4 children, y1 is 4, that will be 7. Okay, 7, that is equal to under root of 11 square is 121 plus 7 square is 49, that is equal to under root of 170, and this is your equation 1. Okay, now let us move on towards second distance, that is MN. Okay, now MN is equal to under root of x3 minus x2 bracket square plus y3 minus y2 bracket square, that is equal to under root of, now x3, what is x3? x3 is -6 minus x2 is -5. Okay, bracket square plus y3 is 8 minus y2 is -3 bracket square. This will give you under root of -6 plus 5 bracket square plus 8 plus 3 bracket square. Okay, that will be equal to under root of -1 square plus, this will be 11 square. Now -1 square is 1 plus 11 square is 121, that will be under root of 122, and this will be your equation 2. Okay, now we'll find out distance LN. Okay, now LN is equal to under root of x3 minus x1 bracket square plus y3 minus y1 bracket square. Now you know what is x3. x3 is -6 and x1 is 6. Okay, bracket square plus y3 is 8 and y1 is 4. Okay, -4 bracket square, that is equal to -12 square plus 4 square, that will be equal to under root of 144 plus 16, that is equal to 160, and this is your equation 3. Now from 1, 2 and 3 you can say that from 1, 2 and 3 triangle LMN is formed. Okay, triangle LMN is a scalene triangle. Okay, in this way we have completed the first one of question number 8. Now let us move on towards the second question of question number 8. So coordinates of P -2, -6, coordinates of Q are -4, -2 and coordinates of R are -5 and 0. So what we'll do, I'll directly name them as x1, x2 over here. x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Now directly I'll apply the distance formula over here. By distance formula, PQ is equal to under root of PQ, that will be x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Now what is the value of x2? x2 is -4 minus x1 is -2 square plus y2. y2 is -2 minus y1 is -6 bracket square. That will be equal to under root of -4 plus 2 bracket square plus -2 plus 6 bracket square. That will be equal to under root of -2 square plus 4 square. Okay, that will be equal to under root of 4 plus 16, and 4 plus 16 is nothing but 20. Now you can split this 20 as 4 into 5. This will be equal to 2 root 5, and this is your equation 1. This is your distance PQ. Now we'll find distance QR. Okay, distance QR is equal to under root of x3 minus x2 square plus y3 minus y2 bracket square. That is equal to under root of, now what is the value of x3? x3 is -5, x2 is minus 4 square plus y3 is 0 minus y2 is -2 bracket square. That will be equal to under root of -5 plus 4 bracket square plus -2 will be 2 bracket square. Okay, now this will be equal to under root of -1 square plus 4. This will be 1 plus 4, and that will be under root of 5. This is your equation 2. So this is your distance QR. Now we'll find out distance PR. Okay, so distance PR is equal to under root of x3 minus x1 bracket square plus y3 minus y1 bracket square. That is equal to under root of, so what is the value of x3? x3 is nothing but -5 minus x1 is -2 bracket square plus y3. y3 is 0 minus y1 is -6 bracket square. That will be equal to under root of -5 plus 2 bracket square plus 6 square. This will be equal to under root of -3 square plus 36. That will be equal to under root of 9 plus 36, and 9 plus 36 is what? That is under root of 45. So what is this 45? That is 9 multiplied by 5. So 3 root 5 is the value of PR. Okay, now children, if you add PQ plus QR, what you will get? You will get 2 root 5 plus root 5, that is equal to 3 root 5. That is nothing but PQ plus QR is equal to PR. Okay, therefore you can say that these points, they are collinear points. Therefore I'll write down, therefore segments, or I'll write down here, the segment does not form it's T, not form a triangle. Okay, so let us move on towards the third question of question number 8. Okay, so we'll suppose this as x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3. Okay, now by distance formula, we'll first of all find out distance AB. AB is equal to under root of x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Now we'll put the values over here. Now what is x2? x2 is minus root 2 minus x1 is root 2 bracket square plus this will be y2 is minus root 2 minus x1 is root 2 bracket square. Now this will be now minus root 2 minus root 2. So first of all I'll draw this minus root 2 and minus root 2, that will be 2 root 2. Okay, minus 2 root 2 bracket square plus this will be also minus 2 root 2 bracket square. This will be nothing. 2 minus 2 square will be 4 into 2 plus 4 into 2. This is 8 plus 8, that will be equal to 16, and that is equal to 4. AB is equal to 4. This will be your equation 1. Okay, now we'll find out distance BC. BC is equal to under root of x3 minus x2 bracket square plus y3 minus y2 bracket square. Okay, so now what is x3? x3 is minus root 6 minus x2 is minus root 2 bracket square plus y3 is root 6 minus y2 is minus root 2 bracket square. That will be equal to, now we are going to put the formula over here, that is a minus b bracket square. Okay, so what is it? That is minus under root of 6 bracket square plus 2 into minus root 6 into root 2. Okay, this will be minus will become plus here, no? So okay, plus under root of 6 bracket square plus 2 into root 6 into root 2 bracket square. Okay, one step I have written directly here, I have not changed the signs. Okay, so I'll write down it over here. It is equal to under root of minus root 6 plus root 2 bracket square plus root 6 plus root 2 bracket square. Okay, I have written this step over here. So that will be equal to under root of minus root 6 into minus root 6, that will be 6 plus this will become minus 2 root 6 into root 2 plus 6 plus 2 root 6 into root 2 plus 2. Now children, you can see here this term and this term, they will get cancelled. Okay, and what you have over here is, that is equal to under root of 6 plus 2. Oh, sorry, I forgot to write here one more 2 plus 2. That will give you under root of 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 plus 2 is 16. And that is equal to 4. Okay, BC is equal to 4. Okay, I had forgot to write this root 2 square over here. Now we have got the value of BC. Now we'll find out the value of AC. Okay, or distance AC is equal to under root of x3 minus x1. Okay, x3 minus x1 bracket square plus y3 minus y1 bracket square, that is equal to under root of, so what is x3? x3 is minus under root of 6 or root 6 minus x1 is root 2 bracket square plus y3 is root 6 minus y1 is root 2 bracket square. Okay, now under root of, we have to put again the formula, that is a minus b bracket square. So this will be minus 6 root 6 square minus 2 into minus root 6 into root 2. Okay, minus 6 into root 2 plus root 6 square minus root 6 square minus, you'll write here, that is 6, 2 into root 6 into root 2 plus root 2 bracket square. Okay, I hope so it is clear till here now to all. Okay, so here you can see, children, I'll just put the values first. Minus root 6 square will be plus 6 minus 2, this minus will become plus, plus root 6 into root 2 plus 6. Okay, plus 6 sorry, I think so I forgot here to write again root 2. Okay, children, I'm writing here with black pen, plus root 2 bracket square. Okay, plus root 2 bracket square, so this will be again here 2 plus, now this will be 6 minus 2 root 6 into root 2 plus this will be 2. Now children, with black pen you can see this term and this term, they can be cancelled. Now what you have here is, that is equal to under root of 6 plus 2 plus 6 plus 2. This is again equal to under root of 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 6 is 14, 14 plus 2 is again 16, that is equal to 4. AC is 4. This is your equation 3. So from 1, 2 and 3 you can say that AB is equal to BC is equal to AC. Therefore triangle ABC is a equilateral triangle. Okay, okay, in this way we have completed all the 3 questions of question number 8. Okay, now let us move on towards question number 9. Sorry, 9 and 10 is reduced from your syllabus. Okay, question number 9 and 10 is reduced from your syllabus, so directly we'll move on towards question number 11. Okay, so now in question number 11, show that points P 1 minus 2, Q 5 2, R 3 minus 1, S minus 1 minus 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram. So first of all I'll write the coordinates over here. P, that is 1 minus 2, Q 5 2, R 3 minus 1 and S minus 1 minus 5. Okay, so I'll name them as x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3, x4 y4. Okay, now children, we'll suppose that we'll write down the same over here. Suppose the coordinates of P is equal to x1 y1, Q is equal to x2 y2, R is equal to x3 y3 and S is equal to x4 y4. Okay, now children, here we can find out that we can show that the points P, Q, R, S are the vertices of a parallelogram by two methods. Okay, but the method which I am going to use over here, that is a simple method. As you know, the slope of a line is reduced for this year from your syllabus. Okay, just keep the formula in your mind and this will be easy for you all to solve it. Okay, so don't only remember the formula which I am using over here. Okay, I know that it is reduced from the syllabus, but if you go by this method, it will be easy for you all to solve the example. It's very easy. So I'll write down here slope PQ is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Okay, therefore slope PQ will be equal to, so what is y2? y2 is 2 minus y1 is minus 2 upon x2. x2 is 5 minus x1 is 1, that is equal to 2 plus 2 upon 4, that is equal to 4 upon 4. Therefore you can write down here slope PQ is equal to 1. Okay, now we'll find out slope QR. Okay, slope QR is equal to y3 minus y2 upon x3 minus x2. Okay, so if you see value of y3 is minus 1, y2 is 2. Okay, and value of x3 is 3 minus x2 is 5. Now this will be equal to minus 3 upon minus 2, and that is nothing but 3 upon 2. So you may write down here slope QR is equal to 3 upon 2. Okay, now we'll find out slope RS. Okay, slope RS is equal to y4 minus y3 upon x4 minus x3. So y4, so what is y4? y4 is minus 5 and y3 is minus 1 upon x4 is minus 1 and x3 is 3, that is equal to minus 5 plus 1 upon minus 4, that is equal to minus 4 upon minus 4. Therefore slope RS is equal to 1. Minus minus will become plus. Okay, now we'll find out slope PS. Slope PS is equal to y4 minus y1 upon x4 minus x1. Okay, that is equal to, now what is y4? y4 is minus 5, y1 is minus 2 upon x4 is minus 1 and x1 is 1. So this is equal to minus 5 plus 2 upon minus 2. This will be equal to minus 3 upon minus 2. Okay, so slope PS is equal to 3 upon 2. Okay, now I'll just change the pen. Slope PQ, now if you see slope PQ and slope RS are equal. Okay, so write down here slope PQ is equal to slope RS. Okay, therefore you can say that PQ is parallel to RS. This is your equation 1. Similarly, slope QR is equal to slope PS. Therefore QR is parallel to PS. This is your equation 2. Therefore from 1 and 2 you can say that a quadrilateral having opposite sides parallel is a parallelogram. Okay, it's a parallelogram. Okay, now let us move on towards question number 12. So in question number 12, they have given, show that quadrilateral PQRS formed by P 2 1, Q minus 1 3, R minus 5 minus 3 and S minus 2 minus 5 is a rectangle. Okay, you have to show that it's a rectangle. Now here first of all I'll write down the coordinates. P 2 1, Q minus 1 3, R is minus 5 minus 3, and S is minus 2 minus 5. Okay, so we'll just name them as x1 y1 x2 y2. Okay, x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3, x4 y4. Same thing we'll write down here below. Suppose the coordinates of P is equal to x1 y1, Q is equal to x2 y2, R is equal to x3 y3, and S is equal to x4 y4. Okay, now what we'll do here, similarly as we did in question number 11, we are just going to use the formula of slope of a line. Okay, so first of all we'll find slope PQ. So I'll write down here slope PQ is equal to, now PQ, that will be y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So y2 is 3, y1 is 1, x2 is minus 1, and x1 is 2. Okay, therefore it will be 2 upon minus 3. So slope PQ is 2 upon minus 3. Now we'll find out slope QR. We'll find out slope QR. Just I'll bracket this. Now slope QR is equal to y3 minus y2 upon x3 minus x2. So y3 is minus 3. Okay, and y2 is also 3 minus 3. x3 is minus 5 minus x2 is 3. x2 is 3. Okay, so QR we are finding here. One second, children, just let me see whether I have put the values correctly or what. This is 2 1 minus 1 3 minus 5 minus 3 minus 2 minus 5. Okay, so this will be y3. y3 is minus 3, correct. y2 is 3. Then again x3 is minus 5, correct. Okay, and x2 is 3. Okay, that is equal to one second, children, just I took a pause over here. Okay, so here it's minus 1, children. It's minus 1. Value of x2 is minus 1. I wrote here value of y2, that only I got confused. Okay, so here it is minus 6 upon minus 5 plus 1. This will be minus 6 upon minus 4. So this will be minus plus 3 upon 2. So slope QR is equal to 3 upon 2. Okay, now we'll find out slope RS. Okay, slope RS. So you can see RS. So here the formula will be y4 minus y3 upon x4 minus x3. Now y4. So what is y4? y4 is minus 5 upon minus x3. Sorry, y3. y3 is minus 3 upon x4 is minus 2 minus x3 is minus 5. That will be equal to minus 5 plus 3 upon minus 2 plus 5. This will be equal to minus 2 upon plus 3. Okay, this is slope RS. I'll just put a bracket over here. Here also I'll put a bracket. Now we'll find out slope PS. Okay, slope PS is equal to y4 minus y1 upon x4 minus x1. Okay, so y4 is minus 5 and y1 is 1. Okay, x4 is minus 2 minus x1 is 2. This will be minus 6 upon minus 4. This will be again equal to 3 upon 2. So slope PS is minus 3 upon 2. Now if you see here, PQ and PS, see PQ and PS RS, they are equal, and QR and PS are equal. Okay, now I'll just write down here. Just I'll require this space to prove it is a rectangle, so I'll start from this end. Okay, here slope PQ is equal to slope RS. Therefore PQ is parallel to RS. This is your equation 1. Okay, similarly slope QR is equal to slope PS. Therefore QR is parallel to PS. Okay, this is your equation 2. Okay, now a quadrilateral having opposite sides equal is a parallelogram. You know that. Write down here. Quadrilateral having opposite sides equal is a parallelogram. Okay, now to show quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle, to show quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle, we have to find distance PR. Okay, first of all I'll just mark a line over here. Therefore PR is equal to under root of x3 minus x1 square plus y3 minus y1 bracket square. Okay, that will be equal to under root of, so x3 is minus 5, x1 is minus 2 bracket square plus minus 3 minus 1 bracket square. This will be equal to under root of minus 7 square plus minus 4 square. Okay, this will be equal to under root of 49 plus 16. This is equal to under root of 65. Root 65. PR is equal to 65. Now you have to find QS. That is equal to under root of x4 minus x2 bracket square plus y4 minus y2 bracket square. That is equal to under root of minus 2 minus minus 1 bracket square plus minus 5 minus 3 bracket square. Okay, I'll start it from here. That is equal to under root of minus 2 plus 1 bracket square plus minus 8 square. That will be equal to, now minus 2 plus 1, that is 1 square, sorry, minus 1 square plus 64. That is equal to under root of 1 plus 64. I'll write it down here. Just a minute, I'll add a page over here. Okay, just try to understand. I'm adding a page over here. Okay, in this way, just try to understand, children. So that will be equal to root 65. Okay, so QS is equal to 65 when two sides are, two sides of the or opposite sides of the rectangle are equal, and from this property you can say that quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. Okay, so see, only this, I did not have space to write this. Just note it down in your notebook. Take a screenshot and note it down in your notebook. Okay, now let us move on towards question number 13. Question number 13 is also easy, children. Here you have to find the lengths of the medians of a triangle whose vertices are a minus 1, 1, b 5 minus 3, c 3, 5. Now see, you can see here a value I have written minus 1, 1, b 5 minus 3, c 3, 5. Now children, make a note that this a, it is capital X1, capital Y1. For B I have named as capital X2 and capital Y2, and for C also I have named as capital X3 and capital Y3. Okay, now if you see the medians, okay, this point R, it divides segment AB, or is the midpoint of segment AB. For coordinates of R I have written small x3, small y3. Now if you see this side AC, Q is the midpoint of AC, and for Q coordinates I have written small x2 and small y2. Similarly here BC, P is the midpoint of BC, coordinates of P I have written small x1 and y1. Okay, so don't get confused over here. Now I'll write down here, suppose AP, BQ and CR are the medians of triangle ABC. Okay, now we'll suppose the coordinates of P. Now you can see here P, I am writing here small x1 y1. Okay, Q as small x2 y2 and R as small x3 and y3. Okay, now medians bisect the opposite sides. You know this very well, so I'll write down here, medians bisect the opposite sides. Okay, now as it bisects the opposite side, P will be the midpoint of, now see P is the midpoint of BC. Okay, similarly Q is the midpoint of AC and R is the midpoint of AB. Okay, now here we'll find out the value of x1 first. We'll find the value of P. So small x1 will be equal to capital X2. Now here you can see coordinate of B and C you have to take. Okay, that will be capital X2 plus X3 upon 2. Similarly, small y1 will be equal to y2 plus y3 upon 2. Now x2, coordinates of x2 are, x2 is 5 plus coordinate of x3 is, coordinate of x2 is, let me just check the figure children, 1 minute. Coordinate of x2 is, okay, 1 second, let me check. Okay, so this will be x2 is 5 plus x3, x3 is 3 upon 2, that will be 8 upon 2, therefore value of x1 will be 4. Okay, you got the value of small x1. Now for y1, y2, so what is y2? y2 is minus 3 plus y3 is 5 upon 2, that will be equal to 2 upon 2, and y1 is equal to 1. Okay, now for point Q, okay, I'll just write down here. From here I'll start so that it becomes easier. For Q, okay, now for Q, small x2 will be equal to x1 plus x3 upon 2, and small y2 will be equal to capital Y1 plus Y3 upon 2. Okay, now here we'll put the value of x1. So what is capital X1? That is minus 1 plus x3 is x3, value of x3 is 3 upon 2, that will be equal to 2 upon 2, and again small x2 will be equal to 1. Okay, now for y2, y1 capital Y1 is 1 plus y3 is 5 upon 2, that will be 6 upon 2, and that will be equal to 3. So y2, small y2 is 3. Okay, now for point R, I'll write it with the red pen. For point R, so here I'll write down first P we have got. So write down here for P, x1 y1 is 4 1. Okay, for Q you got it as 1 and 2, 1 and 3, sorry, 1 3. Now we are finding it for R. For R you will put the value as capital X1, here I'll write down x3 is equal to capital X1 plus x2 upon 2, and capital Y3 will be equal to, sorry, small y3 will be equal to capital Y1 plus Y2 upon 2. Okay, so here I'll put the value of x1. x1 is how much? Minus 1 plus x2 is how much? x2 is 5 plus 5 upon 2, that will be equal to 4 upon 2. Therefore small x3 will be equal to how much? 2. So you got value of x, that is x3 is 2. Now for y3, y1 is 1, y2 is how much? y2 is minus 3 plus minus 3 upon 2. This will be 1 minus 3 upon 2, that will be equal to minus 2 upon 2, and that will be equal to minus 1. So y3 is minus 1. So this value is minus 1. Okay, now what we are going to do, we have to find the value of AP, CR and BQ. Okay, I think so place will be not sufficient for me again. So first of all I'll attach a page over here. I'll attach a blank page over here beforehand only. Okay, now we will find AP, BQ and CR. Okay, now AP is equal to under root of capital X1 minus small x1 bracket square plus capital Y1 minus small y1 bracket square, that is equal to under root of, now capital X1 is minus 1, small x1 is 4 bracket square plus capital Y1 is 1 minus 1 bracket square, that is equal to under root of minus 5 square plus 0 square, this is equal to root 25, that is equal to 5. AP is equal to 5. Now we'll find out the value of BQ. BQ is equal to under root of capital X2 minus small x2 bracket square plus capital Y2 minus small y2 bracket square, that is equal to, now what is capital X2? Capital X2 is 5 minus small x2 is 1 minus 1 bracket square plus capital Y2 is minus 3, okay, minus 3 bracket square, this is equal to 4 square plus minus 6 square, that is equal to under root of 16 plus 36, that is equal to under root of 52. Okay, 6 plus 6 is 12, 1 can 52. that will be equal to under root of 13 into 4, and that is nothing but 2 root 13. So we have got value of BQ. Okay, now we have to find out the value of CR. Okay, just let me adjust this page. Okay, now we'll find out the value of CR. Okay, so CR is equal to under root of capital X3 minus small x3 bracket square plus y3 minus small y3 bracket square, that is equal to under root of 3 minus 2 bracket square plus 5 minus minus 1 bracket square, that is equal to under root of 3 minus 2 is 1 square plus 5 plus 1 bracket square, that is equal to under root of 1 plus 6 square, that is equal to 1 plus 36, that is equal to root 37. So CR is root 37. So in this way we have completed question number 13. I hope so. You may take a screenshot of this. Okay, take a screenshot of this so everything can be seen in a single view. Okay, so take a screenshot and note it down in your notebook. So now we'll move towards question number 16. Now children, question number 14 and 15, they are also very easy. You can solve it on your own. So directly I am taking question number 16. So question number 16 is find the coordinates of circumcenter and radius of circumcircle of triangle ABC if A is 7 1, A is 7 and 1, B is 3 5, C is 2 0 are given. Okay, now this question is also a bit lengthy question, children. This is also a little bit lengthy question, so I'll need to attach one more page over here. So first of all, what I'll do, will write down, suppose the coordinates of AR x1 y1 and all those things will write down. Okay, from here I'll start. Suppose the coordinates of O are x, y, of A is equal to x1 y1, of B is equal to x2 y2, and of C is equal to x3 y3. Okay, now point O is the circumcenter. We'll write down point O is the circumcenter. As it is circumcenter, therefore OA will be equal to OB, it will be equal to OC, and you can write down here radii of circle, radii of the circle, and put it as equation 1. Okay, now we'll take OA is equal to OB, squaring it. So OA square is equal to OB square. Now here we'll put the values. Okay, so what is OA? OA is nothing but it is x minus x1 square, x minus x1 square plus y minus y1 square. Similarly, x minus x2 square is equal to y minus y2 square. Now we'll solve this. This will be x square minus 2 into x. First we'll put the values, children. I forgot to put the value. X minus x1 is, how much is the value of x1? That is 7, plus y. How much is y? Y is, we have to find out, minus 1 square. X minus x2 is 3. Here it's plus, plus y minus 5 bracket square. Okay, now we'll just solve this brackets. Okay, now this will be x square minus 2 into x into 7 plus 7 square plus y square minus 2 into y into 1 plus 1 square. is equal to x square minus 2 into x into 3 plus 3 square plus here last bracket, that is y square minus 2 into y into 5 plus 5 square. Okay, now children, this x square will get cancelled with x square, this y square will get cancelled with y square, and you have with you that is minus 2 into 7, that will be minus 14x plus 49, okay, minus 2y plus 1, okay, minus 2y plus 1 is equal to, that will be minus 6x plus 9 plus minus 10y plus 25. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll put all the numbers to one side and all the alphabets to one side. Okay, this will be minus 14x minus 2y, this 6 will come here, that will become plus 6x plus 10y is equal to 49 plus 1 is 50. Okay, and this 25 plus 9 34, it will be 34 minus 50. Got it? 34 minus 50. We'll add this now. For minus 14x plus 6x will be equal to minus 8x plus 8y is equal to this will be around minus 16. Okay, so we'll divide by 8, that will be minus x plus y is equal to minus 2. This will be our equation 2. Okay, now we'll write here as OB is equal to OC. Just I'll change the pen. Now OB is equal to OC. Again we'll square it. OB square is equal to OC square. Okay, that is equal to x minus x2 bracket square plus y minus y2 bracket square is equal to x minus x3 bracket square plus y minus y3 bracket square. Okay, so we'll put the value x minus, now what is x2? X2 is 3 bracket square plus y minus y2, so y2 is 5 bracket square is equal to x. X3 is 2 plus y minus 0 bracket square. So here we'll put the values again. We'll put the formula a minus b bracket square. Okay, this will be x square minus 2 into x into 3 plus 3 square plus y square minus 2 into y into 5 plus 5 square is equal to x square minus 2 into x into 2 plus 2 square plus y square. Now here also the same thing is going to happen. X square and x square will get cancelled, y square and y square will get cancelled. Okay, now what you have here is minus 6x plus 9 minus 10y plus 25 is equal to minus 4x plus 4. Now we'll take the numbers to one side and alphabets to the other side. So minus 6x plus 4x minus 10y is equal to 4. Now 9 plus 25, that is 34. This will be minus 34. Okay, so here you have minus, now minus 6 plus 4, that will be minus 2x minus 10y is equal to minus 30. So we'll divide by this minus 2 over here. So this will be x plus 5y is equal to plus 15. This will be your equation 3. Okay, this is your equation 3. Now what we'll do, as you have got equation 2 and 3, we'll add this equation 2 and 3. Okay, so adding 2 and 3. So when you add 2 and 3, you will get here as minus x plus y is equal to 2, x plus 5y is equal to 15. Write down here add. So this will get cancelled. This will be 6y is equal to, this is minus 2, no? this will be minus it will be plus 13. Therefore y will be equal to 13 upon 6. You got the value of y. Now children, I'll attach a page over here. One second, so that it becomes easy for you all to understand it. Just give me a minute. I hope so you are able to see it now. Just let me check in the camera. Okay, I hope so you are able to see it. Okay, first in the first session you take the screenshot of the first page. At the last I will show the single view of the page. Okay, now you concentrate on the further steps. Now you have got the value of y. So what we'll do now, put y is equal to 13 upon 6 in equation 2. Okay, in equation 2. So equation 2 is what? Minus x plus y is equal to minus 2. So minus x plus 13 upon 6 is equal to minus 2. So minus x will be equal to minus 2 minus 13 upon 6. Okay, therefore minus x will be equal to minus 12 minus 13 upon 6. Minus x will be how much? That will be minus 25 upon 6. So minus will get cancelled and x is equal to 25 upon 6. Now here you can write down, therefore O x y is equal to, so what is the coordinate of x? 25 upon 6, and for y it is 13 upon 6. So you have got the value of center, circumcenter O. Okay, now just I'll mark a line with green pen and we'll find the, from here we'll find the radius now. Okay, so any one you can take. We'll take OA suppose. So radius is equal to OA. Okay, so for OA we'll write down the formula here, that is x minus x1 bracket square plus y minus y1 bracket square. So what is the value of x? X is 25 upon 6. Okay, it is 25 upon 6 minus x1 is 7 square plus y is 13 upon 6 minus 1 square. So this is very easy, children. So I'll write with another pen. Okay, so this will be 25 minus 42 upon 6 bracket square plus 13 minus 6 upon 6 bracket square. This will be equal to 25 minus 42, that will be minus 17 upon 6 bracket square plus 7 upon 6 bracket square, that is equal to under root of 17 square is 289 upon 36 plus 7 square is 49 upon 36. This is equal to, we'll add this both now, that is 338 upon 36. This will be equal to, now what we'll do here, I hope so, 1 upon this 36 is 6 square, so we'll take 1 upon 6 out, under root of 338. Now what is 338? It is nothing but 2 into 13 into 13. Therefore you have 13 upon 6 root 2 as the radius OA. Okay, that is equal to radius OA. Therefore you can write down here OA is equal to 13 root 2 upon 6. I hope so now you are able to see this. 1 second, I'll just push the page. You may write down the question from your textbook. Remember that the solution is in this way. It starts from here, from this page, and for radius from here you have to write this point below this. Okay, you have to write this side below OXY. Okay, now I hope so it is clear. You may take screenshot of this and note it down in your notebook. Now let us move on towards question number 17. Now question number 17 is very easy one. So in question number 17 they have given you, that is A4 minus 3, B8, 5. Find the coordinates of points that divide segment AB in the ratio 3:1. Okay, so I'll write down here A4 minus 3, B8, 5. Okay, now you know that point P divides AB into 3:1. Therefore M is to N is equal to 3:1. Okay, now suppose the coordinates of P is equal to xy, A is equal to x1 y1, and B is equal to x2 y2. Okay, now by using section formula, so you may write down section formula over here. Section formula. By section formula, x is equal to m x2 plus n x1 upon m plus n. Similarly for y also, m y2 plus n y1 upon m plus n. Now you know what is m. M is 3 into x2 is what? What is x2? x2 is 8 plus 1 into 4. Okay, it is 1 into 4 upon 3 plus 1. This is how much? 24 plus 4 upon 4. That is 28 upon 4, and that is equal to 7. Therefore x is equal to 7. Similarly for y we'll find out, that is 3 into y2. y2 is 5 plus 1 into y1 is minus 3 upon 3 plus 1. This is equal to 15 minus 3 upon 4. 15 minus 3 is 12 upon 4, and therefore y is equal to 3. Okay, so you got value of x, you got value of y. Therefore you can say that P x y is equal to 7, 3. So in this way we have completed question number 17. In the next session we'll study question number 18, 19, 20 and 21. Okay. So for your homework, question number 14 and 15 is your homework. So I hope so you all will note it down in your notebook and upload it on Google Classroom.